Hey guys, what's going on today? This is me, Dalsu. We are back with some more Banished. We're doing the Mountain Man Challenge, and you know, it's a little bit stressful. So I thought we could take a moment just to appreciate how beautiful this game is, because it really is. It's quite spectacular. Anyway, we had built this tunnel. Somebody told me that this was narrower in the comments, so I might have derped that up. But anyway, someone else told me, and I'm loving your comments by the way, keep them coming, that we could conceivably go for a fishing wharf. But what I'm saying, man, is that if we go for a fishing wharf, it's the same problem. Like, this is not even half efficiency. This might be about half efficiency. I don't like half efficiency. Like, if I have to, I will, but it's, I mean, if there was a big pond here, it would be better. This might, nah, it's really not gonna work. So, I mean, I'm glad I at least investigated that possibility, which I didn't before. So we're building this gatherer's hut, and we'll go ahead and unpause it, I guess. I'm a little bit worried about how long it's taking to build this gatherer's hut, and so I freaked out a little bit and I built a wooden house nearby, which is going to cause two problems for me. Number one, it's probably gonna cause some new babies to be born, which I will not be able to support in any way. So that's a bit scary. You know, I've got that, you know, new father phobia that all new dads have, that they're not going to be able to support their kids. It's because I'm basically the father of this town, you know, in a roundabout way. Anyway, I'm going to stop blathering. But this gatherer's hut needs to get done. That's what needs to happen. So we're just waiting, mainly for them to bring the stuff. These ladies are bringing all the stuff. She might not be bringing stuff. She might be headed... See, that's the issue. She's got to clear 11 things from this wooden house, I think, before she'll start bringing stuff over there. So I might have messed up by building this house. On the other hand, if we did not build this house, the gatherers are going to be severely inefficient, because how it works is they'll work for a little while, and then they'll get hungry, and they'll go all the way back to their house to get some food or some shelter or whatever it is that their need is at that moment. If I can get them to move in closer, it'll be more efficient. At least that's how I sort of understand it. Now this is not actually that much closer, but it'll shave like 30 seconds off of the food production, which is kind of a big deal at this point. So I don't know. I don't know if that was the right move to do. I hate that it's just taking away from the builders who are going to go after this place. But anyway, they're already starting to deliver this stuff. So maybe it'll be okay. Should I get rid of my builders right now? That's a good question. I think I probably should, because we're not ready to actually build any of this stuff. And we need more laborers to both clear this away and to deliver another 12 stone and 3 logs. That shouldn't take too many people, but hopefully it's en route, however you say it, already. That's what I'm hoping. It's kind of hard to see who's coming and going with these woods here. I don't want to get rid of these woods though, because they're going to make my gatherer's hut really efficient. In fact, I'm going to put a forester here and maybe a hunter too. I should probably do the hunter before the forester. There are plenty of logs around that I can get without doing a forester, so I might do that instead. But a hunter's lodge would be great because we can use the leather for clothes, and we are desperately going to need clothes. The first thing, as you can obviously tell, is food. And I don't even know if I'm going to make the cutoff here, guys, because look, potatoes, 200. Some of these houses have quite a bit of potatoes, though, so they might be okay. We've got to get some food coming before the winter is all. Alright, we've got all the materials now. We need to switch some people into builders. Let's go full bore on it, because this is going to be cleared and delivered next by the laborers, and that's not super high priority right now. What's high priority is this. So getting 3 builders on that is going to be really important, so we'll do that. I've also kind of marked it high priority, I think, already. If I haven't already done it, let me just double do it, because I don't want them fucking around building this house when they could be building this. It's still got a few places that won't be entirely efficient, but it's pretty dang good. It's going to bring us some roots and stuff to eat. That's going to be swell, because we are definitely going to run out of food very, very shortly, and I need to keep checking what I've got. Those taters better last a while. Where are our builders? They're there. Okay, she's working. What about builder number 2? He's picking up resources. Builder number 3 is placing some in storage. So that was a laborer before. I assume she's going to deliver her stuff and then make her way over to here. I don't know why this guy's picking up resources if he's supposed to be a builder. Maybe he's still assigned this job and hasn't reset yet. I think that's how it works. That's fine, though. We do have 5 builders around, so he's actually going to go work on that house even after picking that up. That's nice. This is low priority. We do want it, but it's low priority. What we really want is to get this bad boy done, and it looks like the second builder's coming now. Where is he? He's in the forest. It's hard to see. 68%. We might be okay if we can get this place up and running in the next... it's summertime already. You know, we really need that wood chopper, don't we? Okay, as soon as the laborers do this delivering, I'm going to probably have them start setting up a wood chopper. The wood chopper will pop up fast. Do we have enough resources for the wood chopper? It's something we should be checking right now, I think. I say wood chopper, but it's wood cutter. 24 and 8, which we have. So that's okay. We're gonna have to baby that though and make sure he doesn't use too much of our wood. Let me just make sure everything's running right here. I know that's entirely unprofessional, but I have to do that sometimes. Because you never know, man. The worst thing as a Let's Player is recording 25 minutes and then it's like, oops, it decided to stop working. Screw you. Alright. I could really use some nuts and berries and roots right now, so should go ahead and 94. Alright, we might be okay. Maybe. It depends on how fast they eat these taters. And you know, I mean, they might be alright. You might be alright, guys. You might have some food in your bellies through wintertime if we get this thing. Nope, you're all gone now, aren't you? She's going to get something to eat, lazy bitch. She's going to go work now, which is going to take 30 seconds. And he's going to get something to eat, asshole. He left a while ago. He didn't even work hard. Alright, well, that sucks. But we also have 2 other builders. I wonder what the hell they're doing. They're working on this, aren't they? Even though I told them it's low priority. No, they're not. They're not actually building it yet. Pamela's getting something to eat. They're placing inventory and storage. She's going to work, but by the time she gets there, this is a little iffy, guys, because... yeah. 4% left. God damn it. Why couldn't you just finish the job before you went, you know, knocked off for lunchtime? You were so close, man. And I don't know about those other 2 builders. It seems like they should focus on that, but I'm pretty sure like once it gets to 3 out of 3, like the other 2 builders are gonna, yeah, they assign themselves to this. So I could take them out of here, but I can't raise this number, so it doesn't matter, I don't think. I think that's the way it works. Okay, so yeah, this is what's happening. We're just waiting for these people to get off their asses. We could speed it up, but I, you know, personally have a kind of... I don't like to speed it up because I feel like I lose control of things if I speed them up, and that's the way that, you know, you lose games, is you lose control of what's going on. So I'm not going to speed it up. I know some of you are probably pulling your hair out, but this is a slow-paced channel, so you might want to go to something a little higher-paced, faster-paced, not higher-paced. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, 97. They got somebody back. Really? You could... She went and she hit it 1%, and then she's returning to get food. This is the problem. See, when you're building stuff that's sort of far away from your main base. And this is why I do this house, because if I don't do this house, the gatherers are going to do the same thing. They're going to come all the way here, they're going to work for 20 seconds, and then they're going to run back. Anyway, come on guys, it's summertime. We've got to get this done. Looks like the builders have sort of started on that. And you know, they work a lot better. All these guys are uneducated as well. They'd work a lot better if they weren't uneducated, obviously. So we just have to deal with that. I'm not going to throw down a school at any time soon, because that adds a whole nother level that your students have to, that your citizens have to get through before they're actually ready to work, which makes it just that much harder. of course, the bonuses of having an educated workforce are huge. So it's sort of a decision you have to make, but it's way too early for that now. Here, we got it done. Good job. And so we're going to immediately assign 4 workers to it. Obviously, we don't really need any kind of food limit. I'm going to set this. I mean, I want them to get all the food they can, and that will be great. And I want them to move into this house as well, so. I'm pretty sure there's a way to, like, evict people from houses, like if the wrong yeah. Can I evict her from her house? I don't think I can. Maybe I can, I don't know. It would be pretty cool if you could evict them from their house, like if it was the wrong person. See, all the gatherers are living over here right now. We don't want that. I don't know if there's a real way to evict them. It's not this, that just goes on it. Inventory. Anyway, I'm not gonna bore you guys with me trying to figure out all the buttons, but you get the idea that it would be really nice. And if it is possible, leave a comment, let me know. Alright, so this house is gonna get done. We need to go ahead, I think, and at least plop down our woodcutter, or we're gonna regret it. So let's do that. He's gonna go right here near the houses and everything. Gotta maintain space as best as possible. I'm also going to assign these guys to chop some nearby trees. Just a few of them to get us some extra wood to make into firewood when the time comes. Now, I don't want to do too many, because then they'll be working forever, but that's just like 5 or 6 trees. That'll get our wood up a little bit, and then we can start using it to chop. I don't need 5 builders. I do need 5 builders. I guess I do, because if I want to get both of these things done, of course, this is not ready yet. It's not going to be ready for a while. I think I'm going to bring it down. No, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say only 1 builder on this, because we're more worried about getting the resources. And actually, it's almost there. It's so nice when it's close by. You can build stuff so fast. Alright. No production yet on the gatherer's hut. It's going to take a little while. We also want to clear out all this stone and iron, because that's going to make it even more efficient. The more trees that are in this circle, the better. So we're going to want... That's why I built this house right outside of the circle, by the way, if you're wondering. But it's... I don't know. We got to get that house done. We got to get the gatherers moved into it. More importantly, I want that to start generating food, because we are very close. Well, we actually haven't, like... Our potatoes seem to be sticking in there, with the exception of one of these houses. This house, which doesn't have much taters at all. Alright, so we're building this. 4 out of 40. That's a lot of building. I don't think the gatherer's hut cost that much, did it? Anyway. It's just a matter of time. They produce all through the winter time and stuff. We also want probably a hunter's lodge there. But I think... Well, we have 3 builders and 6 laborers. We're going to have to lose 1 to this guy, to the woodcutter. So that means we're going to have 8 to work with. 4 of which could conceivably become hunters, and I would still have 4 to work with. 4 is not great, but it's doable, I guess. Okay, we're starting to get some food from here. That's great. I'm also on medium difficulty, so I'm pretty sure I have some seeds. The only way to actually figure it out, though, without a courthouse, which is a building that I think only exists in the mod. I'm pretty sure about that, yeah. Town hall, actually. Okay, so it does exist in the vanilla. So I could build a town hall to see what crops I have, but it probably makes more sense just to throw down a crop. They don't take any building, they just take clearing. But I think the better use of my 4 workers is going to be a hunter's lodge. So I think that's going to be my next building once these 2 guys are done. Because that also generates leather, very, very important item, because it can be made into clothing, and shit is about to get cold. You can see, I think, late summer, the temperature is going to drop before long. That's why we want firewood. Let's make sure we don't have any idle laborers, do we? She's idling, he's idling. I thought we had, that's no good. I guess they had gotten all the trees that I wanted them to get. Grab all those 2. Don't forget that they can also gather stuff, like even food. I think that that's how it works in vanilla. I know that's how it works in, yeah, okay, so you still have the little food you can gather. In that case, we might want to do that also, just to make sure that things go well. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but there used to be a button, or maybe that's only in the mod, isn't it? Huh. Well, never mind then. Would remove resources work to gather food? I guess there's a clear button in the mod that says gather mushrooms or whatever the hell, you know. But I'm not so sure you can do that in Vanilla Banished. I'm a mod player. I haven't played as much. I hope these guys would be gatherers, but they're not. How do I kick them out? I could shutter this house, right? There's got to be a way to shutter it. Anyway, we're not gonna do that. Probably. It is gonna cause a new baby to be born, which is annoying. We're producing some food, some food. This guy's about to come up. We have too many builders right now. Let's shift it down to 1. These laborers are going to finish gathering all that, and then... I don't know, what should they do next? Let's see what she comes up with. I want to see, or he comes up with when he grabs that. Because I think that that's going to be food, right? No. So... unless I'm just totally missing something, that feature is not included in vanilla. Huh. I don't know. You guys might be able to correct me on that and say, Dalsu, you're such a bad Banished player. Boo to you. But I don't care. I'm doing what I love. Gatherer's hut. Onions, roots, mushrooms. Not that many, but maybe enough to live through the winter, I hope. And I don't know how much has actually been brought back yet. I'm not seeing any being brought back. The laborers are gonna go grab it, I think. Or is it just the gatherers that'll bring it back? See, on a farm, you get the option, usually. At least in the mod you do. Now I'm learning that there's a lot that's different. More than I thought was different. There, the gatherers have moved in there. Good job. Okay, so we need to finish this damn building. I don't know why, never mind. I do know why it's taking so long. Because I did that. It's my fault. Leave an angry comment below. They don't have a real sense of urgency, do they? They don't realize that winter is coming and they're gonna fucking freeze. These people are idling. That's not acceptable. Clear these trees. We're good on stone and iron for the moment, but we're gonna want more trees when this wood chopper gets going. And we'll probably, you know, sort of baby this woodcutter, like tend to it very carefully, because we do want some firewood, but we don't want all of our wood just constantly being used for firewood. Alright, get that stuff. I'm glad we had the gatherers living here. Living together, two 12-year-olds. Nothing to see here, people. They're already fully employed. That's not a lot of food. I guess it's... I don't know. I guess that's by the season, right? Current season, yeah. So autumn has just started. So maybe they'll get more than that. Once this is done, I'm going to start thinking about... Okay, I want... 200 fuel limit seems pretty good. As long as we keep our 10 laborers busy with chopping wood for the oncoming winter, we'll be fine, I think. And eventually we will need a forester, but for right now we're good on just chopping what's available, I think. Just get those, get these. these. That's a lot that I just queued up, but we do have 10 laborers, and we do need to get a hearty store of you know, logs for the winter time, because it's coming. It's autumn. It's early autumn, but it's gonna be here. It's gonna be here before long at all. And they keep popping out kids, don't they? Actually, only 2 children have been born. 3 people have become adults. Okay, so they're not really reproducing that prolifically. Not yet, anyway. I keep checking this like I have some kind of bizarre OCD or something, but I want to make sure that there's food coming. That is kind of the whole crux of what my plan is to actually eat. And I could do a crop field, see what kind of seeds I have. If I don't have any seeds, it's going to be a waste. Farming is not going to be great on a map like this. Of course, I only need 50 people. I want to keep my population around 50. So, do I need that much space, you know? I mean, we're going to need a mine. We're going to need a tailor. We're going to need a blacksmith. We're going to need a quarry. We're going to need some nice things like maybe a brewery. But there's not that much in Vanilla Banished that I'm really going to need. Hospital. You see, disasters are off, so I can kind of get away without that kind of stuff for now. Also, I need a chapel and a cemetery at some point, or else they're going to get super sad. But that's later. I'm not even thinking about that right now. We're just going to try to survive this first winter. And I think with the stuff that we've got, it's probably possible. Okay, this person's going to chop firewood. I probably should have put them over there so they'd be closer to the stockpile. They're wasting a little time going back and forth. But whatever, we'll deal with that. This person has some food, but it's a tiny amount. And you know, during wintertime, these people aren't going to work worth a shit because they're going to be too cold. These guys don't have firewood. They're going to need to go get it. Anyway, guys, we're about out of time. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comment section. If you want to be a dick and say how much I suck at Banished, you can also leave that in the comment section. I will read it and then cry myself to sleep at night with a bottle of gin. But if you're into that kind of thing, and hey, it is the internet, go ahead and leave that nasty comment. I appreciate it. Otherwise, like, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff, and there'd be more Banished coming to your YouTube feed every day, and more of my annoying existential banter. I'm sorry, I just played Banner Saga, so I've got banners on the mind. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Cheers, guys. Bye.